Hello, winners, and welcome to this weekly Forex forecast for EURUSD, Pound USD, Pound Yen, Gold, USDCAD, and USOIL update. Awesome. So, as we are now in a different phase than we were on Sunday, so there's been happening a lot. This is Sunday, so let us go through what really happened. What can we learn? What can we do? What is the next plan? What's your plan, mate? All right. So we are trading Forex. Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever money you have invested in the Forex market can be lost anytime soon because it's a high risk, high reward. So, this webinar does not contain any investment advice and should not be considered to be so. And here we have Lucas first. Whoop whoop! Lucas is first. You're awesome. That's a knock there. Roberts, hi. Saad, hi. Pratik, Poa. Vasim, Gold. Vasim says love you, or love you too. Coffee says awesome. Pound yen, go pound dollar. Late today. I'm always. This is my time. This is when normally I'm live. I can see other YouTubers being live at around 4 p.m. my time, and I don't compete with them. Well, I can go to earlier. Fine, we could do earlier, but is that the same crowd that would go to their channel, or are we then making those people coming from those channels coming into this channel as well? Well, let's see. Let's try. Which days do we go live together with Trader Nick, whatever he's called, and this Mamba FX guy? Or I can't remember who else is live at that point, around 4 p.m., 4 p.m. Gary V is live at 3 p.m. Gary T with Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk, a guy that I really follow. In terms of doing your thing, post to social media, I don't do that as good as I should. I know, but I should have posted some profits on Instagram today. But yeah, that happens when you sleep at 2 a.m. and wake up at 6, 7 a.m. Poor sleep. Forex traders. So if I just had one guy that helped me out with the social media thing, that would be awesome. And then my presence on social media would be awesomer, and then I could just do this YouTube thing. Anyways, yeah, I was supposed to look at my phone at your comments. That was that. Couldn't fine. USDCAD, what do you think? Should I go for sell EURUSD? Exclamation mark, Ashes. Whoa. Chill. Terry Hollow Man, I haven't seen you around before. Welcome to the channel. If you're already subscribed, thank you. Then I'm going to give you some value. Hope it goes everyone good and the gang. We are the gang. I just wanted your opinion. Yeah, I'm going to give you my opinion. My strong, independent opinion of this world, and we are going to war. We are going steadfast. We are strong. We are unbreakable. So what was it first? Pound gold? Gold was the first one. Okay, let's do gold. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. That's really. I haven't looked at gold since. What is it, Sunday? Yeah. Okay, let me do something, people. I have to turn on the light. Okay, should turn on the light. Smooth. So you can see my face too. So gold, well, it's going lower. Okay, fine. Then we have, we are going lower. we didn't expect. I didn't mentally expect that. So I don't know what. I'm just typing down the requests. I need to do better with following up on the requests. Gold, New Zealand, Euro, USD. So a lot of dollar pairs now apparently. I'm going to count how many times you say awesome. if you're drinking. Is it one sip for every time I say awesome? Or Sammy, if you drink every time I drink. Well, it's true. I didn't prepare. I just said, you know, we're going live today. So, anyways, seriousness. Okay. Let's do the money. Okay, how do we analyze this? What do we do? This is accelerating higher, okay? Here, when is it bullish? Not until it breaks above here. So this is your buy area. Now, it doesn't go higher, comes back down and touches this buy area. So we have 2. And then we lack a new high. Sellers are now in control. When were they in control? They were in control here. Because they broke, now they're in control. So you will look for any pullback and then sell it down to 1700. Okay, I thought it was going higher. I was hoping for it to go higher, but my general bias is that it's going to go higher. Doesn't need to, but that's what I think. Oh, Ashish, you're so cute. He says he likes me most. I really try to be myself, and if you like me, then I appreciate it. But if I was a bastard, I don't think you would like me. So I try to be nice and kind. Aussie has been crazy. Any potential downfall? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so gold. What is the gold doing? What can we do for gold? Right now, I just said that since this is not investment advice, this is bearish movement. This is not bullish movement. You have to look for a pullback, sell. Are you in a buy position? Close. Get out. Get out of here if you're a buyer, okay? Currently, this is not bullish. On the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, maybe even more. Does this look bullish to you? High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. That's not a bullish trend, people. I'm done with gold. It's not bullish. It's bearish. So what you do in a bearish trend, you sell resistance. Hit the like button. So, you know, I really want this one. So I was thinking, I was going through some other people had merch, like Norwegians, and they had like seriously on this on the t-shirt. But if I say like go back up and hit the like button, or I'll like go back up, but I only film from here, so then it has to be like from above here. Caps. Anyways, but I was just looking into that. That would be fun. Or because there's other guys saying smash the like button, I would say go back up or go back up. Anyways, that was gold, then pound. So yeah, I don't know what else you want me to say about gold. I'm generally bullish on it for the next 20 years. Not 20 years, for the next months. And if it goes down today, it doesn't matter to me because I will wait for it to be bullish. I know it will be bullish at some point, just not today. Maybe next week, by the way, to be honest. So if this is a fall for it to buy next week, interesting. Pound dollar. Technically, we have a new high. We have price coming down, 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 down. What do you think is going to happen here? This is bullish. Yes, it is. Should you sell it? No, you shouldn't. Why shouldn't you sell it? Because this is the opposite of gold. Gold is lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. This is low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Doesn't sound like a bearish trend to me. So, is there resistance here? No. Then you have to let it turn around. Like, turn around. Like that's a commercial in Norway. Anyways, can you do pound Swissy but present in a Norwegian death? Ben. I don't know how you do it. Pound Swissy! Ben wanted me to do pound Swissy, but in a Norwegian death metal style. I'm yet to. Well, how do you speak Norwegian in Norwegian English? Norwegian English is very good, very good, very good. Yeah, and then we just go for pound dollar. Yeah, dollar, yeah. And then we want price to come down here, but it's already taking profit for the week. We are again very early taking profit in the week. What does that mean? You mean you should not be so very aggressive. Not very aggressive. No, not very aggressive. As you don't be very aggressive, you want maybe price to come back down here before you start buying again. This is very aggressive. Mr. Connor, is your messages hidden for some crazy reason? Yeah, I will do that, okay? I'm just have a list. I will try to do them quickly and fast and awesome. So right now, when were you a buyer? Were you a buyer at all? So I can say, like, if you are a buyer, what do you want to see? No new low, okay. But then you want a new high. So this is a new high. This is a pullback. That's yesterday evening and ever since it went up. Okay. So then you should have been buying from, actually had a couple of hours. From 6 p.m. yesterday until 22, 23, that's, is it 6 hours? 18, 22, 4 hours. Yeah, 4 to 6 hours you had to enter. That's quite a good amount of time to consider, this might be a buy. Okay? Then it went to a straight up. Okay, rocket ship. We don't do rocket ships, but we like to be in rocket ships. We don't do rocket ships in the middle. Then we let it pass. So, are you selling it? No, you are not selling it. Okay? It can fall, by the way. Is this a new low? No, it's not. It's not a lower high. No, it's a higher high. If you think that it can come back down, yes, it can. But is that a move you want to do again and again and again and again and again? No, I don't want you to do that. All right? I want you to wait on here as a buyer, but if you see as a seller, so at the moment, this is not a buy. This is not a sell. But if you see something like this, that would be like a new low. Oops. Let me do another pound. Double top, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Something like this would be more desirable on a smaller time frame. Do you have that? Not at the moment. Okay, you need a new high first. So, as a seller, you can't. As a buyer, you should be done. You should be done on the edge. Entered yesterday. If you're a buyer again this week, didn't happen. Sorry. Then you need to start planning better. Pound yen was requested. Okay, this one hasn't hit profit target yet. Okay, so where are we going here then? I think that a same thing. That's a new high. That's a pullback. That's a high. That's a pullback. So you have 2 attempts to buy this week. So here and here. Okay. Then, could this be falling down? Yes, it could. What does it look like right now? It looks like inverse head and shoulders kind of a thing. Where this area is the, what do you call it? The neck is the neckline. Is that what do you call it? And then you need a break, pull back, and then buy. So what am I thinking? generally speaking, technically speaking, I have a couple of ideas in my brain. What is going to happen next and the futures ahead, a few months ahead. One, we can range. We can do range bound. Then we can rise. Why are we rising? Why is dollar weakening? Well, they just put in $6 billion, trillion dollars, by the way, sorry, not billion. Euro just put in, what, 500 billion? So these billions makes this rise in the end. It just depends when. That comes down to technical analysis. Okay. Right now, we don't have a bullish trend. Is this the beginning of a bullish trend? There is a lot of risk to the downside for pound so far, for both USD and yen, British pound. But that's my overall thought. So you have here right now, 26th of May, 2020, I say we will be higher in December than today. My first hypothesis is this is going to happen soon. My second hypothesis is going to happen in August. Second hypothesis is going to happen after the election in America. Okay, so now we're starting to plan ahead. Now we're starting to have an opinion of the future. Does it happen? Then we have to look at technical analysis. Is this a bullish trend at the moment? No, it's not. So we wait. So we have to like sit tight, come on, sit. Like sit in your hands, don't do anything. But that's our plan. At least my plan. You can have your plan. You can say it's going to go down, 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 down. That's your plan. So in the end, so that's kind of what we're seeing at the moment on Aussie dollar. What is this happening? What is this? Why is it going higher? Why is it going crazy? Somebody said that in the comment section. Better economic outlooks. They have improved, they have tried to stimulate the market. Aussie seems to be the one that's less hit by the coronavirus thing. China's back on track. At least not back on track in that sense, but going. So they're starting to export. Okay. Then New Zealand today had a trade balance announcement, which was way better than expected. That's why it just capsized this morning, kind of a thing. Where New Zealand has exported way more to China than they expected. I think they were still in deficit, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong of how I analyze those numbers, but I think it's not there yet, but it was better than expected. And New Zealand is an exporting country, commodity, so that's positive. What have I done now? What have I done now? I'm trying to give you knowledge. Already dislikes. Oh. Okay. Let's continue. Let's win this dislikes. So I think I was dollar bull on Sunday, and I'm still dollar bull. But I'm tending towards being dollar bear. It's happening soon. A cinema near you. So for me, does this happen a bit early? Yes, it does. And would I love to see this happening? Yeah, that was my plan. Then I was wrong. It's alright. Can this come down? It can. Will it? No, it won't. But it can. So what does that mean? It means I can plan for it. I won't trade it, but I can plan for it. I can look out for it. It does, but then I'm not going to trigger anything until it's actually happening. So some of my students today said, okay, I lost a lot of money because I sold Aussie dollar. Okay, so let's go through those trades, where you should be and where you shouldn't be. So as a seller, you want a double top. That's a double top. Lower low, lower high, sell. You didn't get much. Where was your stop loss? Was it here? Was it here? Was it here? How many percent was it? Not more than 1%. I know it's worth way more for somebody. So then you're like, you're selling in a bullish market. You're trying to catch the market rising, okay? But you want to sell it. So have that as a learning lesson. You were not right today. You might be right tomorrow. So keep on going. EURUSD was requested. So it's really going up to 66.80 and maybe higher. But I also want to say for Aussie dollar, it's not straight to heaven. Okay. That's also a significant resistance. So the higher you rise, the more resistance, the more roofs you need to kick through. Okay. And we're now back at, that's around March high. Okay, interesting. Okay. So what is the takeaway? If you bought here, awesome. Good on you. I thought that was the price buyers wanted on Sunday, and they got it. Awesome. Then I think that's that. What is the next? What do you do next now? Okay. What is the next plan for buyers? Okay, sounds like a good deal. I don't know if it will happen, but it's likely. But going back to 66 at some point, maybe take profit first. I think that's maybe more likely. Take profit first, come back down to 66 next week. You go higher. Okay, that's our plan. Then we're done. Sellers, no, nothing yet. Buyers, you can wait for a pullback. Okay. Kun, why are you crying about your Aussie USD CAD? Euro USD. Is there any buy here at all? Let me see. I remember saying this is double bottom, need a high, makes a new low, makes a new high, comes back down. So there's a bank holiday yesterday. I was creating this sideways movement, and then boom. Okay. All right. What do you expect next? Resistance. Do you expect this to go through? Maybe, maybe not. I hope for this to come down. Hope is not a strategy. I'm not going to sell it down, but I hope for it to come down. If it rises and goes through this 1010, I will wait for a pullback, then buy. But if it now comes up here this week, I will still, I'm still waiting for these pullbacks because I want to, if I buy higher high, I'm just putting myself in a terrible situation of price falling, going back to stop loss, and then rising back up again because I wasn't patient. So I want you to be patient. So as we now starting to roll over to a bullish, more bullish on EURUSD, we have to make buy plans. Okay, that's what I'm preparing for. It can also, as a seller, setting up sellers for next month. Okay. I did pound dollar like 5 minutes ago. So these can also set up sellers. If we rise straight up to buy, take profit for the month of 11.50, this can then set up the sellers for next month. Just saying. Okay. So what is happening right now? I just want to take away all my drawings. Technical analysis saying this is resistance. You can't buy it. You can't sell it. You have to wait. Patience. Down here is a buyer, or if it rises above, comes back down again, then you're good to go. Okay? USDCAD was requested for. Okay? Okay. What about it? What about it? What about USDCAD? Are you not entertained? It's so fun, Ben. Having, you know, who has the fireworks? Isn't there fireworks emoji somewhere? This is, well, let's say I'm not on this. I would have been if I was a buyer. I would have been on those trades, but I'm not a buyer, and I wasn't a buyer, so I let them go. Okay, take that as a learning opportunity. Your master let a trade go because it wasn't his bias. Your master didn't take the sell because there wasn't an opportunity. Your master didn't lose, didn't win. Price moved, I didn't run after it. Okay? Experience. I know what I want to do, when I want to do it, and I will do it when I see it. But if I don't, yeah. So what are you meaning, Kunwar? I don't understand. You're crying about USDCAD, but you said it has crashed a lot today. First of all, it hasn't crashed. Second of all, that's not a word I would use. It can be volatile. It can be. It can have moved a lot of pips, but crashing, no. This hasn't moved 1,000 pips. What has it moved? So I said 38 was a target. That's boom, by the way. I can just see that. The other thing is, well, on the rise, isn't that a crash? That would be a crash for me, that rise of USDCAD. But I've never used that word about it. And today, that's not a crash. That's just a new. It's just falling. It's doing what it's supposed to do according to the seller's plan. Dollar sellers. Fine. US oil made a new high today, I think it was. So it should be appropriate. So did you make money? Did you lose money in this one? Kunwar. That's my question. Okay, so target. I didn't make anything here. So it's Tuesday. What does Tuesday, Ben, what does Tuesday mean if profit hits on Tuesday? Is it fireworks? Is it going to go down further? Yeah, it has just started. So yeah, for me, it's just starting. I haven't entered anything, but if I was a seller, I would like, let's take a profit. Let's take a profit. I would love it to come back. Then sell it. Sell it next week, I guess. Well, yeah. So if you're a seller on USDCAD, what did you do? Okay. What is your plan? What was your plan? Sell resistance. And then today, yeah, that's another pullback. Is that a pullback? Is that a reversal there? Okay. Higher double top, lower low, lower high, sell. Range. New low, sell. New low, sell. New low, sell. New low, new low, new low, new low, new low, sell. Take profit. Done and dusted. And now, are they going to take profit? I don't think so. Well, they should. I don't know if they will. The bigger ones. Those who want to come back down. So what was the price back in 2020? That's around 30. So that's 700 pips far away, is it? Is it 7,700? That's 700. Okay, so 700 down. Okay, I would say that's reasonable. Will it go down straight? No, it won't. So there will be a lot of opportunities to sell it on the way down. Will it do in this velocity? I don't think so. But right now we have made a new low. We can even pull back into this range and say we can sell it from, was it 50? there's a theory when it breaks out. Sometimes when it breaks out of range, it will sell the 50% of the move. So plan A for sellers here is to sell it here or to sell it here. Let's see next week then. Everyone's going to well, congratulations, mate. Well, you're supposed to as a buyer, as a seller, sorry. And then you should wait. And then so what else? Love the plan of the sellers. Fireworks over here. Mad money. Boom. Lol. Lose. Okay, everyone goes to bed. Then I would. What else were we talking about here? EURUSD, New Zealand USD. Oh, look at that! A new high. Amazing. Amazing. Well, as a buyer, what are you looking for here? I would actually say, in my humble opinion, that's really the only buy trade you can take in this given situation. It never came back to the buy area. So that's an OOP ban. I'm just talking to my mentorship student. So if you don't understand the single word of what I'm saying, that's where the mentorship, we have our own codes for different trades and we know how to handle them. So this is an OOP and we should be here by today-ish, expecting a counter trend back down. Then buy back up on Friday or Monday. You're welcome. Then the target is still in sight. Can this just move higher? Can this just rise and rise and rise? Can this rise? Yes, it can rise. Can it go up to 63? Yes, it can. Is this all clear? Is kind of ranging higher. Yeah, it's not trending still, but of course, if you have a pullback here, that would be a good buy. But that would then the rest of up to the market is the market really that bullish? It doesn't seem like to me right now, but okay. Generally speaking, then. Oh, pound Swissie, I forgot that. Did you do pound Swissie? I will do that right now. Did know that pound yen, but for some reason can't remember going over. Did you do pound Swissie? I know you did pound yen, but for some reason I can't remember if you done Swissie. I didn't do Swissie. I don't know if you fell asleep, Japan, but we could do it now. So I just want to say, this is the buy area for next play plan. Then sellers, there's nothing to sell here. Nada, nada, nada. Nothing to sell, nothing to do, nothing to bear. And I know who kind of have done Aussie dollar already. Then I know that people are selling. How do I know that? Selling the dollar, buying the dollar, sorry. So here we have 70% selling Aussie dollar. It's going higher. No. Get out. 64% selling EURUSD. It's going higher. 57% selling pound. It's going higher. 61% selling New Zealand dollar. It's going higher. 62% buying USDCAD. It's going lower. So this to me now shows that dollar is really going in the right direction and is going to continue in this direction because the retail traders seems to be all off. Okay. And if you keep add sells in a non-selling market, in a non-bearish market, I can give you a free advice for right now. If you have a sell on those pairs or a buy on USDCAD, you have to redo your strategy. I'm sorry, you have to redo your strategy. Like, I didn't even No, no, thank you. All right. Pound dollar. I have done pound dollar as is, but I can go over it. I put chicken in the oven for about 5 minutes. See? Look at this. Right now, we have it. Yeah. Guess what I had for dinner today? I made. What did I make today? Spaghetti alla pasta alla bolognese. Literally. It was very nice. Tasty. It take a lot of time to make pasta bolognese, but you have it for 2 or 3 days, so makes it work. Pounds, British pound Swissy. Oh, Norwegian. Yes. Okay. Then we now have a new high. Then we have a pullback. Very interestingly, not going as high as pound dollar, which is much more up here. Technically, this seems to be a good pullback, but it can also go down to 1876. 1876, down to this area as well. So, am I really convinced? Maybe not. Maybe not very convinced. If you do not understand me now, I speak Norwegian English as Ben wanted me to do. And the only way that we're looking to do this right now is going higher. So any pullback is very good. Very good, very good. Then as it makes a new high, then you will look for the pullback again and then go higher. And then if it then goes below 1830, this price here, then we're no longer to buy it. Yeah, it does, and it doesn't really look to be very bullish. It's kind of like, yeah, okay. It's like the friend in the group that is not really into the idea. He's like, okay. Like who is that in Winnie the Pooh? Is it in Norwegian? It's called like the one. No, who in Winnie the Pooh is really not into anything. It's not Winnie the Pooh himself. It's anyways. So the friend that really doesn't want to do anything, not the lazy one, but breakout mostly averted so far. Okay, I will look into that soon. So yeah, what's the target, Ben? Anyone higher? I think we're at least going back up to 1960-ish. That was a bit too much, maybe too little. Or up to 21. So 20, 21 between there. But it's not really bullish, so I wouldn't bet my money on it. But I would maybe look at pound dollar instead. That's way more bullish. As I've done it already, I think this price around 22.77 is a good buy area. You can't sell it at the moment, and you should only wait for the buy and the pullback. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. I just jumped into my house. A cat just jumped into my house. It's not my cat. Sami asks if the moves is sharp and high, don't you think it will fall? Okay, first of all, there is a couple of. You need to analyze it differently, Sami. What is the reason for the rise? Is it news? Is it profit taking? Is it buyers? What is it? This is fundamental moves, as those Instagram girls would tell it. I'm doing fundamentals, you know. So since we're doing the fundamentals, we need to make money. Since we're then doing these fundamental moves, this is a fundamental move. What does that mean? In the end, dollar will be weak. because of the $6 trillion the Fed has put into the market. Also because it has set the target, so when Fed decreases interest rates, dollar gets strong because they're pricing the next rate cut, but there's no rate cut anymore. It's the bottom. Okay, so since we are the bottom, and they said this is the bottom, we are treating as this is the bottom. So we can't be bullish on the dollar anymore for that reason. And the reason why I'm still dollar bull is because it fits to be dollar bull next week. No, dollar bear next week. So for me, and we're still bearish, that's why. And then for me right now, this is bound to happen. Pound dollar is supposed to go up inevitably this week, next month, this year, at some point. I just don't know when. So any dollar move, any bullish move on the euro, the Aussie, the New Zealand, bearish move on the USDCAD is something to look out for and expect. So since we now got a breakout on Aussie, breakout on New Zealand, breakout on the USDCAD, the three commodity pairs seems to me dollar weakening is happening. But then this is a very fragile market still. Okay, we're not out of the woods, out of the forest yet, but this movement right here is what I expect. It's what the Fed wants. Don't fight it. So since this is a high and fast move, do I think it's going to go down? No. I think it's going to rise. I can plan for a fall. I'm not going to sell it. I want a better price. That's all. And then we might say by the end of, was it February? No, February. And at the end of December, say I should have just sold. I should have just bought the price for whatever money I had. Everything, just buy it. But if I do that, I know that I have lost money in the future, in the past, just buying higher highs. So I will wait. So I really would say I don't think it's going to fall. It's not the monkey banana scenario anymore. It's a fundamental movement now. What is a monkey banana move? This is a monkey banana move. How do I know that? Because that's the target for the month. And then it went up straight after that. This is a monkey banana move. Now this one is a reversal. This is now buyers buying, maybe, potentially. We will see that in the COT report on Friday. But I definitely believe this is now turning higher. The other question is this going to range? It can, by the way. It can, by the way. The donkey I wore. What does service sentiment mean? Little news icons on MT4. Okay, that's very fun. Okay, so how many likes do I have on this video, people? How many likes do we have on this video? Surely anything at all. Service sentiment is what the business in the service industry feel about the future. It is, are they going to grow? Are they believing it's a bright future? Are they expanding? Are they employing more people? Are they having more customers? Are they having more? Do they need more products and services from other businesses to grow themselves? Do they see an increase in their income? Like, am I, like, for me, if you let's say my YouTube channel, for example, do I believe that my YouTube channel from now and next month and two from now, do I think it's going to grow? Do I think I will have more income from it? Do I think I will have more subscribers? Do I think I will have more watch time? Do I think that I will have better videos or better services to you? Then if yes, or most of them, that would be my sentiment. Okay? So I will look at the metrics of how my business is doing, and I will have a sentiment. And that's that report. So what you should look out for is the service sentiment, the consumer sentiment, and the manufacturing and non-manufacturing. But really consumer, non-manufacturing and manufacturing, and then also services. Then combine those two together and see what is the sentiment right now for the future. Important at the moment, actually, by the way. That's why USDCAD has strong bearish trend. It's not bearish trend, Kunwar. It's just broken out of a range at the moment. Aussie, New Zealand. I will do it, Sabev. Okay, so what do you want to see, Sabev? Now you ask me for it. What do you want to see? What do you want to do? It's ranging. Do you see it trending? I gave you a like, mate. I deserve it. Thanks, mate. Some of us are British, as all. Well, yeah. Okay. Still no hopes for you for a trend. Still no new higher highs. Is this a new low? This could be a higher low. This could be a lower high. It's kind of range bound, Sabev. And you know how I do and feel about those lack of a trends. Is there something here maybe? Something here. If you're from Netherlands, or if you've ever flown with KLM people, really, that sounds what it sounds like. So, not making fun, just having an observation of being at 6 a.m. in the airplane in the morning too many times. Discarding languages which I have. I come from which other? That's how I say it, literally. So there's no trend here, Sabev. If you think it's going to go higher, you have to wait for the trend, Sabev. I do see you, Connor. I'm just going to go to Euro Pound because you requested for it since you're so kind. I've seen it twice now, so you're welcome. Connor, since you're so patient and since you're so kind, where do you want this to go? Yeah, you need to wait on that, Sabev. Like, there's no hope. So since Mr. Connor is in the spotlight, Mr. Connor. I know it doesn't do much, but at least save me from the heart attack, I tell you. Well, you don't get profits from it because it doesn't move. All right. If it ain't Dutch, it ain't much. Connor, are you a buyer or seller? What are you? Tell me. Update me on your view on your life. Where are we going? Are we going to buy? Or are we going to sell? That determines the whole analysis here. And you are on the spotlight. Down. Okay. Good. I can see down. Okay. Why? Okay, so what is your hopes here, Connor? Are you American? Sounds like Connor. You know, Connor. That's a bullish That's a bullish price. I don't know why. And for those who believe I'm American, go away. I don't have time for you. I've been too many times to this African country called Kenya, or African, what is it, state called Kenya, since Africa is a country. I've been called American too many times. I'm not. Even though I've watched too many American movies. So I would say maybe that, like, today, that sounds like a good price, or that sounds like a good price. So right now you will look for any pullback, I would say. But you're really, really like large term going to feel the resistance here. So once that is clear, no support. So when you have broken below 82.20, I think that you are good to go down. But right now, any retracement, and then if price, so what's your price, your hand in the sand, if that's what you call it, if it goes above at around 89.44, 89.50, I would say it's no longer so bearish as you want it to be as a plan A, and then I can see that as also a plan B. So plan A, plan B. One more leg down to 88.50. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would say that. Your seller Safir. Okay, so, but you can't say, and you really need to be aware of this breakout as a higher high. Okay, both Safir and Mr. Connor. So what is that really? Is that really something? That's 50%. Okay, so strong confluence of resistance of the area where buyers would like to buy. Is pound going to be stronger now? Potentially. Is euro going to be stronger? Potentially. I feel like they are kind of too close to each other, but of course they can differ, and then they can do this. And since euro went so strong, and then lower, okay. You also need to know when dollar gets weak, euro can also become strong, because the money going to America is actually European money. Okay? What does that mean? That means whoever bought the dollar is actually Europeans. And when they take it home to invest it at home, euro will get strong. Because those two economies are very strongly related. Italiano. Siciliani. Amazing. I hope you're alive. I hope you're fine. I know that Italians are having a hard time. I have a couple of Italian friends. Yeah. Who else? Well, there's a guy from, where was he living? I think it was in Sicily. No, he wasn't Bologna. He was in Bergamo, actually. He was just stuck inside. One of our students lives in Bergamo, one of the worst hit places in Italy with the coronavirus. Sorry for your losses. Then I would also say that, okay, so just trade it technically. That's your plan A, and that's your plan B. That's what I have to say about that. Next pair, next patient. Is there any other patients here? Patients. Okay, S&P 500 in the meantime, while I wait for a new pair. Okay, good. New high. Above 3,000 then. Alright, mate. We're going higher, mate. Is it going to go lower? No, it's going to go higher. I think this is now straight up. Like now it's bullish. It's no longer bearish. It's bullish. It might not be straight, but from now until forever, yeah. And now until the Fed stops buying bonds when they want it back. No, they want to give it back to the market. So what the Fed really does, it doesn't print money, if you believe so, like print like a printer. No, not that. What it does is a little brother. Fed says, hey market, how are you today? We want to buy your bonds. Okay? I see you can have bonds. So we will give you something for it. We give you something extra. So you get it. You get some cash. And then you get bond. And then we buy your bonds. Thank you. Okay? Then that goes from the banks to the government, to federal bank, central bank. When now this bond sits in the central bank, that gives profits to the banks that they can supposedly lend out to the market. So now the market has more money. That's how they increase money supply in the market. Now the banks has more money to lend out to lending people. Then on the opposite side, when this run is over, when is this over? When the Fed stops and say, hey, we want to sell back the bonds. Come and get your bonds back, people. JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley. Okay, JP, come and collect your bonds. We'll give you something extra, like what you do with a little brother. As a little brother, you will ask him to go to the store for you, find some Coke for you, find do something small errand for you. That's what the central bank does. So currently it says we will have the bonds, you will have the money, until they switch, and that will make the market fall down again. So until then time, and that can last for this market where the Fed has the bonds, can last for a year at least. Doesn't need to, but it can, until CPI is back on track again. That's that. Too much to handle. Hi, Salman. Hi, how are you? VTI. Okay, we can do VTI. We can do USD yen. Patni, Amit. I'm just going to give you a straight warning of USD yen. Hasn't moved a lot. It's not a pair that moves a lot when dollar is weak. It's like you bought yourself a Lada or a Hyundai Getz, but you could actually buy the Lamborghini. You could buy Aussie yen, you could buy CAD yen, and you can buy New Zealand yen, but you decided to buy USD yen, which is a Lada. It doesn't move much, it doesn't give you much pips, doesn't give you much profit, but I will do that later on. So USD oil, where are we going? So when this break this high, we're going up to 41. So now I'm more bullish than ever. In terms of, okay, now it looks positive at the moment. Is this the low for the year? It seems to be. I just switched right now, by the way. Are we out of the coronavirus thing? Are we? Well, more and more countries are opening up. Was it France that said that they will open up for tourists? Or was it Spain? Spain opened up for Norwegian tourists at least? It's very important for them, by the way, economically. So that's what I would look into, not because Norwegians go to Spain, but economically, if Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey doesn't have tourists from Europe, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Britain, those people are going to Benidorm and smash that place. That is actually economic activity that's important for the economy in Spain, Italy, Greece, and Turkey. Interestingly, on that level, not on the drinking level, but on that level. It gives them income, it gives businesses reasons to live. How does that apply on oil? When more services, more goods, more production is needed, oil goes up. Why does oil go up? Because you need fuel for machines, factories, for trucks, for ovens, whatever it needs to produce, distribute, store, and distribute again, like the whole supply chain. This is fine. This is economic things. The whole supply chain needs oil. Then this demand for oil is going up. Okay, airplanes need fuel. Comes from oil. So yeah. Acadian and Eurian. Okay, so yeah, I think that Sabev, is this a good buy or is it a good buy? Is it a buy or a good buy? Can we do something like this then? A new high here and then the pullback. Is that good enough for you? You're buying ExxonMobil. Wow. How is Equinor doing? I'm just doing my own. Okay, this is the Norwegian Equinor, the Norwegian air state company. It's doing well. It's down to 100. Okay, going back up to 149. It's been down, people. Yeah. So, okay. Then we're game on then. So US oil buy a pullback. Stop loss below previous low. Standard operating procedure. Don't look back. I think. Yeah, it tries to go higher, but is this a new low? Okay. Then you just wait for the new high, pull back. If it does happen. Jordan, have you subscribed to this amazing nice channel? I just have to sometimes. Because I just saw your name today. I haven't seen you commented. If you have been here before, I much appreciate that everyone who comments, because now we can interact. That's why we're here. Actually, that's why I'm here. So we can have some fun. We can interact. We can have some targets up to 41. So that's $7 oil up ish. So yeah, are we a good Sabbath? Okay. Where is your buy? Buy. Double bottom, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Say that was your buy zone. Very good compared to other ones. And target is 78.30. Okay, good. Next, okay, actually this is actually in a range. It's starting to break out. You can hope for it to come back to 77.50 to buy it again. And seems to be it's going higher now. Okay. But still massive resistance. I can't even do that. It's still massive resistance. Going back down to 6th of March. Okay. Going into it now. Into strong headwinds. If it breaks, all and clear. Clear. So you have bull or bear. I'm tending towards bear. Fundamentally. Risk on, risk off. Tending towards being a bear. Risk on wise. I haven't looked into the economic performance of Switzerland at the moment. I haven't thought that, so I don't know, but it's dependent on Europe doing well. Europe is not doing too well either way, but since money coming from America to Europe coming to Swissy, yeah. So generally weakness in Swissy, but it's manipulated at the moment. I don't understand what's going on with it. When I say it's don't fire me or whatever, but I don't understand. That's, you know, it's just lack of knowledge. Why that I say it, and I really need to understand how the Swissy really performs and in what market conditions. But yeah, generally, tending towards being a bear. More and more, at least, compared to before, compared to how bad it was. Yeah. Euro, yen. Okay. Terrible performance. Okay, so Aussie is up here, New Zealand is up here, but Euro hasn't really broken out. Previous high. Boom. This was yeah, okay, so yeah, it's poor performance, I would say. Not really intriguing, to be honest, to be a buyer. CAD is not better even. Yeah, wow, okay, it was a good buy here then. That was a good buy. New high, pullback to support, but Euro. Double bottom, higher high, higher low, but comes back to this low again. Yeah, okay, I don't know, it's... I'm actually looking at your comments, Sami. So I have two screens. I have my main screen here, and then I have the chat to my left side so I can see what you say. But of course, I can look at my phone. Then I would then need to look down. Is that better? Or I can have my phone. I can just have my phone. I can have my phone like here, like just put tape here. I will see myself and your comments. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't have anything to put it on. I can put it on the screen. Okay, let me do that then. Okay. Then okay. So now I can see you, and I will just look down there. Then is that better? So my screen is here, and then you're down in this corner. Fine. Okay. Good. Yeah, Euro not so well, but okay, still it's profits. That's an entry here. Where is it? Here's an entry. Okay, fine, good. Sanjay says pound yen. I have done pound yen already today. I haven't done USD yen. I wanted to do that since somebody asked for it. Who was it? Amit asked for it. Okay, so. Okay, so the performance of USD yen when Aussie is making a new high is rather sad. So since the high, USD yen has moved 35 pips compared to British pound yen has moved 162 and Aussie yen has moved 170. So if you want to do a pair that is USD yen, it's just moving 35 pips. I don't want to bash on it, but I really need to because truth, fact, this has moved 35. But if you did Aussie yen instead, you were done. I have to do that math actually. Let's see. is it 35 divided by 170? Is that the correct one? That was 170 divided by 35. That's 4.8 times. So Aussie yen has done 4.8 times, which is 480% better than USD yen. But okay, I can do it for you. Then we are doing this one, is that, and then we are resistance, support, sell here. Okay, that's that. Done and dusted. So really, yeah. How can I see where my likes are? I can't really see my likes today. Can anyone tell me how many likes we have today, people? I honestly can't see it, so I don't know. I would be very fascinated if there's anyone at all of all this babbling we have done. Soon ending. Okay, so you need to look for a new low, then pullback, then target might be down to, yeah, 106-ish. Pound yen, we have a new high. Maybe wait for the pullback down to 132.40 area. You should have been in here. That's a target of 133.40, so you're really close to target. And are we turning around? Maybe. If this is and breaks out to a new high, then you want it to come back down, then go higher. And then we kind of have this whole move here in front of us. 27 likes. Okay. So what do you want to see? What do you want to see? You want to see to make hitting the like button? Other than I just gave you a whole range of pips, potentially. This is the real deal here. Okay. But okay. Other than that, enjoy. Is this bearish? Nope, it's not bearish. Is it it can fall? Yes, it can fall. Are we looking for it to go higher? Most likely, yeah. Connor says might not hit a lot of targets next couple of months. Connor is what do you call it? An intellectual person who has done his what do you call it? Has done his lessons. I totally agree. I absolutely totally agree. But that's my plan B. My plan A is for this to rise. Plan B is that it will consolidate. Plan C is that it falls. Okay? So my general bias is up. My second general bias is sideways. So if we don't get what I want, I'm not going to say, haha, look at you, you loser. No. I will just, okay, market didn't agree with me. Because we have a presidential election this year, the economic outlook might not improve as fast as I want. But yeah. So yeah, I agree with you. That's potentially. That's a potential. Definitely. So yeah, thank you. Where else was it? Was a EUROCAD? EUROCAD. We can do EUROCAD. Ben, where did you go, Ben? Oh, maybe he ate dinner. He's put the chicken in the oven. So if enough people ask for Ben, do you think we'll come back? Well, just a fun joke. Anyways, oh, that was a lot of drawings here, people. I just want to take it away. So now we have a better chart to look at. Okay, then we are like, okay, so what is happening here right now? What do we see? Who asked about it? Boss lady, okay. We have support. We have resistance. We have minor resistance. And we have stronger resistance, okay? So for me, we are just dancing around. We can just do the same thing again, going higher and then lower, or you can go lower than higher. So I would really want you to wait for a breakout, either to the upside or the downside. All depends. Maybe down. Pull back to this level around 15, was it 1580 or so? Abraham, welcome back. So 58.89. What's your target, madam? I think you can at least target 50, 49.55. I think so. You're looking for continuation down. Yeah, I agree with you. That is a possibility. And then you need a pullback. You need a breakout, you need a pullback. That's that, yeah. Good. Awesome. Then I would like to say welcome to any new viewers. I highly appreciate you being here. And if you also ask questions, comment, or literally engage, because that's why we're here. If you have any pairs you want me to cover, if you want any targets you want me to give you, if there is any currencies you want me to discuss, please hit the comment section and I will try to accommodate you. As who was it? Abraham just said he wants gold. Then we can do gold. Okay, so what do we see? That's a new high. That's a new low. That's not a new high. That's a lower high. That's a lower low. That's a lower low. That's a lower high. That's a lower low. Means we are bearish short term, at least for this week. So what are we looking for then? Pull back to sell again. Down to 1700. Can it go below 17? I really think that that's interesting. I think we even can go back down to what is 50% of this one? Yeah, okay. I think we can go back down 50% to this one. So what does that mean? It means that in a range, you have the possibility of a breakout, and sometimes the market goes down 50%, 50 between that high and that high. So somewhere in the middle, price comes back down again. That was maybe not the middle. And before then continues. That's not something that I play a lot, but I have to have that in my mind. Goshwikan, welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you around before, at least not commenting. You wanted to do USDCAD. Are you a buyer or seller? Govshika. And then it's either you are from, I think you are from Madagascar. Well, nothing fun about that, but it's just that Madagascar people has incredibly long, sometimes difficult last names. I don't know where they get it from, but I have a lot of Madagascar friends, lovely people, by the way. But yeah, their last names are like. And then who else was it? Is it Thailand? They also have incredible long last names, or maybe even Laos. Yeah, so I was an exchange student one time, and then you had to say those last names. Poor people. Of those who just saw it the first time. but mostly poor of those who had those last names because they would see other people struggling so much, maybe become embarrassed over the struggle of other people. So really, you need a pullback. If you don't get a pullback, that's not your problem. So if you're a seller, that's what you want to see. If you're a buyer, you want to see some kind of reversal down here at around 1700 and new high, pull back, and then buy it. So double bottom, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then you can buy it here and you can buy it here, and then continuation. I think we're going to go higher. You are buying. There is nothing to buy on USDCAD GovShikon. On USDCAD, it's a new low. It has broken out. It's according to plan. It's according to everything. So there is really only the pullback to do anything about. So sorry to, if you have any buy positions, you should really close them. Though this is not investment advice, people. It's not, you have to do your own. But if you are above 50%, 50 pips, above 1% risk, and you have bought USDCAD, sorry. Yeah. Then longer term, I'm bullish in gold, and it's okay for it to come back to 17. Then we just take it back up again. All right, mate. Which other pairs do you want me to do? I did gold. Gold was requested twice. That's amazing. So for sellers, they're looking into what, how much profits? 320. Okay. I took a sell option already. Okay, good. And then you're at least trading with the trend currently. And yeah, looking at the trend. So for those who's new, I just have, that's my chat right there instead of there. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Govshan. So please subscribe to Govshan. Joe, go. Can you just call it go? Really subscribe and hit the like button. And if you want more help, you can go to the Discord channel, and then we can talk there. I think that's amazing as well. Sani says, thank you. Awesome. Boom. So I just want to recap here, people. Aussie. Oh, look at that. That was the last hour now when we were still here. Okay. Almost take profit, as I said on Sunday. Almost take profit on USD as a buyer. EURUSD. Okay, going up to 110 again. Far away from the take profit though. But yeah. Okay. Trying again at 110. Pound dollar. Yeah, is that the low? Maybe it's actually the low, and that's really a poor low. But anyways, let's do gold. New low. Okay. Pound yen. Higher high, bullish at the moment. Don't sell it. New Zealand. Whoop. Boop, 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 boop. It's not a monkey trade, by the way. It's not a monkey trade. It's a fundamental trade. It's going to go higher. It's not going to fall back down again. It can go lower again, but bearish? No way. No way, no war. No way. USDCAD is down. I just smashed. That just smashed my target for sellers. That was the way. Okay. Good. Hitting the stop losses, and then it will turn back up again. And then if it turns back up again, you sell it again. That's how difficult it is to be a Forex trader at the moment. You just took profit. How many pips is it? 242. Boom. Congratulations, mate. Some of you took it. Good. You are done today. I think I'm done too. If there's no other pairs, I am just going to give you away to the world. where you belong. So yeah, Aussie reaching target soon. CAD reaching target soon. Euro yen not even close to anything at all. New Zealand, what happened to New Zealand? Oh, I did you, but okay, that's forgotten. That's lost then. Okay. Use the yen, need a new low before selling. Okay. Thank you guys for joining today. I have had a blast. I've had a long time. We have been here for 1.5 hours. I'm not going to keep you for too long because you will be tired of me and I will be tired of you. But we will still have to smile every day, positive, never give up. We have the best career of the world. We have Forex traders. We can work from home. We can make money in their sleeps if you have trades open at night. But if you're a day trader, maybe not. Then also I want you to join my Discord channel if you need my help. If not, please subscribe so you can catch the next live, because there will be more videos this week, and every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday, every Tuesday there's a live or a video. So on Friday I'm going to be live, on Sunday I'm going to be live, on Tuesday I'm going to be live. So until next time, stay safe, don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. This webinar does not contain any investment advice. It's only for educational purposes. And take care.